This could ruin Black Ops 6 Zombies if true, and I want to have a big emphasis on if true. This is not confirmed, this is just a rumor. As you know, it's rumored there's going to be 2 launch maps for Black Ops 6 Zombies, one being Terminus Island, the location where Peck is heading to rescue the Requiem heads who are apprehended by Eddie Richtofen, and the other being Liberty Falls, which is apparently a town in West Virginia that Eddie had closed off at the end of Black Ops Cold War, and is having tunnels built, the civilians extracted, a large wall built around the town to of course keep it secret from the public. This town in West Virginia could likely mix in some TranZit elements as well, because the jet gun's been found in the files. It features many things like a bank, church, police tape, etc. that were all within the town section of TranZit, but at the end of the day they are things that are in every single town ever, so I don't know if that necessarily hints at it being TranZit, but I could definitely see this map potentially being some sort of West Virginia town mixed in with town elements. I doubt it would be the full TranZit area, probably just the town section, considering the fact that it's going to be set within a town that's been closed off. It wouldn't make sense to have all of these other sections from TranZit that were connected by a bus, because I doubt they're going to have that bus system again. Apparently the map features wire ascending as well, similar to Mauer de Toten, since that was also set in a city, so it's going to have similar vibes. It'll just make it easier to traverse between buildings and get up to buildings and traverse rooftops. So I'm really looking forward to this map. However, there has been some concerning news that's come out today, and like I said, I want to stress this is a rumor, this is not confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt. But Alan III posted this on Twitter saying, Liberty Falls for COD 2024 could be a TranZit remake experience fused with objective-based and a main quest, and that's the perfect fit for an early access zombies mode. So as you know, it's been rumored that there's going to be early access for Black Ops 6 Zombies, potentially not even just a week early, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So you might be able to get multiplayer, campaign, and zombies early access if you pre-order, maybe 1 per week. Let's say zombies, you know, a few weeks early, multiplayer 2 weeks early, a campaign 1 week early. That could be a way to entice people to still pre-order even if you have the Game Pass. So maybe this is going to be the map that they give as early access. Maybe you get to play this West Virginia map early to test out the mode, and then you get to play Terminus Island on launch. I just hope that they lock the Easter egg for it until launch and you can't do it early, and I hope that nothing gets leaked from the Easter egg prior to launch and the cutscene doesn't get leaked because it's in the files. So I hope they're really careful with that and properly encrypt the files, or just don't even have them in their files to begin with. So he's pointed out strings of code that reference survive, clearing the area of zombies and evacuating civilians, save the civilians from the rogue soldiers, buildings overrun, banishing ritual complete, activate zombies, there are X number of civilians left in the danger area, zombie outbreak, restaurant, district, civilian rescue, chapel, open panel, circuit panel. Magua provided a summary saying, Liberty Falls seemingly has round-based objectives similar to Exo Zombies. Some of these objectives include clearing zombies out of an area and rescuing civilians. One of the objectives involves saving civilians from rogue soldiers, indicating possibly enemy soldiers coming back. Now you may actually recognize this code that Alan III posted, because I have previously talked about it in videos about upcoming Modern Warfare 3 Zombies content, because this has been found in the files of COD HQ since before Modern Warfare 3 even released. Now at the time we thought this was content for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies that has seemingly been cut and is likely not coming to the mode. However, according to Alan III, he misinterpreted this code and this is actually for Black Ops 6 Zombies, and he could still be misinterpreting that, so I want to stress that. And honestly, looking at this code, it does kind of line up with the intel from the end of Black Ops Cold War Zombies, where Eddie was shutting down this town because apparently civilians were refusing to exit the town, stating their rights as American citizens, and he provided a cover story saying that there was a power plant leakage, which is why he had to evacuate the town. But some people were refusing, so maybe people refused to exit and he has to hire soldiers to actually clear the area, and that could be how the humans are incorporated in the map, and we have to help some of them get free from the map from these rogue soldiers. This could be similar to Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, where we of course have humans on the map. Now I just personally do not think humans belong in Zombies. They kind of work in Modern Warfare 3 because it's an open world experience, but definitely not in a round-based experience. We had similar objectives in Exo Zombies and they just didn't work at all. We had similar things to this where we had to rescue survivors. I think this is the perfect thing to see in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies or an Outbreak, but definitely not in a round-based experience. It just disrupts the flow of the gameplay, especially if these are forced objectives. Now there's the possibility these could be optional. On Mauer de Toten we had, you know, the forced objective where you would obviously have to do the lockdown where you would fight order, but this was not common and I felt like this didn't really disrupt the gameplay too much, to be honest. Now there is also the possibility that maybe this was planned for the mode but was cancelled, because if we look at the description description of this map, it does sound like an Outbreak experience. It sounds like a huge map, considering there's a big wall around it and stuff like that. And I'm wondering if this map was planned to be an Outbreak experience at one point, because I think Treyarch were wanting to do an Outbreak 2. However, at some point, Activision / Infinity Ward or whoever was in charge pulled Treyarch to work on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and maybe at that point, they had to cut whatever Outbreak sequel they were working for COD 2024 Zombies to work on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies instead, and they pulled a lot of these things they were working on for this into Modern Warfare 3 Zombies instead. And maybe at that point, they turned this West Virginia map from a Outbreak experience into a round-based experience, and this could be stuff left over in the files from that. It's also possible that maybe this stuff is just incorporated in the Easter egg and is not in the main map. So there's many possible options for how we may be misinterpreting this, because this has been in the files of the game since forever, and it does mention Outbreak in the files. So yeah, I'm wondering if this stuff is left over, because I think Treyarch were planning Outbreak for COD 2024 alongside round-based, but I feel like maybe that Outbreak mode has now been cancelled and they're just focusing on round-based instead, which is probably the right move. I just hope that with them cancelling Outbreak, and they don't then merge stuff they were working on with round-based. Of course, in their eyes, I guess it's saving time and not wasting resources if they merge the two together, because they were working on stuff seemingly for a while. They don't want to just scrap all of that stuff they were working on, but if it deters the gameplay, then it's worth just scrapping entirely, as opposed to trying to rework it in and it not really working out well. Now, I do want to point out, it does mentioning a banishing ritual being complete, so that sounds interesting, and buildings being overrun seemingly by zombies. We know that Miller from Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, when she was a child, she was one of these people who lived in this town and grew up here, and seemingly had to be forced to be evacuated. So most likely the zombies overrun the town and completely disrupted these lives, and most likely many of the inhabitants, many of the civilians were killed potentially by Eddie's soldiers, or many of them were killed by the zombies as they overrun the map. Now, we're not sure why zombies overrun the map. Is it because Eddie builds a huge gateway here, potentially due to the birth of Ava Jansen and the entity forming, creating a living link to the Dark Ether? We're not sure, but a huge massacre seemingly happened here, and there seems to be some sort of ritual in this, similar to Shadows of Evil. Maybe this could be involved in unlocking Pack-a-Punch or within the Easter egg. I'm not exactly sure, but I do like the idea of rescuing civilians. But like I said, I think this belongs in an Outbreak experience, and I really do think that this could completely ruin the mode if this is the case. Now, what worries me is that there's a potential for having humans on not just this West Virginia map, but also Terminus Island, because apparently Jack Fletcher from Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was enlisted here during a CIA operation from 1991 to 1993. So it seems like humans were present on the map, potentially to protect the island. We don't know why though, because Peck is seemingly heading here in 1990. Does he fail to rescue them? Is the map taking place in 1990? Do they get rescued, but then Eddie still requires the island afterwards, and maybe he beefs up the security on the island because Peck manages to infiltrate the island? That's a possibility. But potentially the map might not be set in 1990 like we thought, and it could be set during when Fletcher was there from 1991 to 1993. Only time will tell. I really don't like the idea of objectives being on round-based experiences when they are forced. You know, in Cold War Zombies, we of course had the different objectives you could do, from doing little trials from the trial machine, but these were optional and just gave you some rewards. That's the proper way to incorporate objectives instead of forcing them. Now, previous stuff was found in the files as well, which seems to back up that objectives might be mixed with round-based gameplay, considering that apparently the portals from Vanguard Zombies have been found in the files, but these could just be getting reused, or it could just be used, you know, to teleport from the spawn of the map to the main map, similar to Moon or Firebase Z. So we could just be misinterpreting this here, or it could potentially just be left over in the files and not even featured in the map itself. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know, would you be completely against the idea of objectives on a round-based map? And again, this could be cancelled stuff, this could be stuff left over in the files, this could be stuff getting misinterpreted. All of these are potential options here. And even if it is true that they are on the map, we still don't exactly know how they're even going to be incorporated, if they are even incorporated, and maybe, who knows, they do it well this time, and maybe they're not forced, or they're just part of the Easter egg, or something like that. Maybe we rescue survivors during the Easter egg, but that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.